Good morning, students. This is Maithili, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics. Dear students, today we are going to see the next unit, that is a probability, unit 4. Let us see some basic definitions of probability. Right. See the first one. The word probability comes from the word probable. The word probability comes from the word probable. This word means a particular event may happen or may not happen. That is, the word probable means a particular event may happen or may not happen. So this is the definition for the probability. Right. Let us next definition for random experiment. Define random experiment. An experiment in which the outcome cannot be predicted is called a random experiment. That is, an experiment in which the outcome cannot be predicted is called the random experiment. See the example. The first example. Tossing a coin is a random experiment. Since there are two outcomes, head and tail, we cannot say which will come. So this is a basic suitable example for the random experiment. Suppose when we tossing a coin, we cannot predict which will come, whether head or tail. For that is called the random experiment. For example, when we throw a dice, when we throw a die, 6 phases in the dice, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of these 6 phases, one phases will come, but we cannot predict which phase will come. For that is called the random experiment. So these two are the best example for the random experiment. So next definition is trial and event. Trial and event. In what is first called trial? In tossing a coin. In tossing a coin. Tossing is called a trial. When we tossing a coin, the tossing action is called a trial. Occurrence of when we toss a coin, what will come? Whether head or even. Okay, that is called event. Whether head or tail, that is called the outcomes. For that outcome is called the event. So when tossing a coin is called a trial, and an occurrence of head or tail is called an event. An event is denoted by the symbol capital E. An event is denoted by the symbol capital E. Next example. This is example for the trial and event. For pulling a card from a well shuffled pack of 52 cards is a trial. So a pack of card contains 52 cards. First let us know about what are cards. So 52 cards, out of 52 cards, how many red and how many black cards, girls? There are 26 red and 26 black cards. That is spade, clever, hearting, diamond. There are the 4 varieties cards. Okay. So spade and clever contains black cards. Spade and clever are black and hearting and diamond are red. So total. So each category contains 13 cards. So spade 13, clever 13, hearting 13, diamond 13. So 4 into 13 we get 52. So for pulling a card from a well shuffled pack of 52 cards is a trial, and getting an ace or what is ace or jack is an event, and getting an ace or jack is an event. And next example is also given, that is throwing a die is a trial, and appearance of 2 or 6 is an event. So these are the examples for the head trial and event. Next one, exhaustive event. What is called exhaustive event? The list of all possible outcomes. The list of all possible outcomes of a experiment is called the exhaustive event. The list of all possible outcomes. For example, in throwing a die, the possible outcomes are 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So when a die is thrown, there are 6 exhaustive cases. So that is called, there are 6 possible outcomes. For that is called the exhaustive events. For there are again 4 examples are given. So you have to write any 1 or 2 examples for the exhaustive events. The next one is mutually exclusive events. For 2 events are said to be mutually exclusive events if the occurrence of one excludes the occurrence of the other. That is, when the 2 events are said to be mutually exclusive means if the occurrence of one excludes the occurrence of the other. In tossing a coin, when head appears, tail may not be happier. Right. So this is called the mutually exclusive events. For example, in tossing a coin, getting a tail or head is a mutually exclusive event as both cannot happen at a time. At a time, both cannot happen. When we toss a coin, whether head will come or tail will come, but both cannot come. So this is called mutually exclusive events. And next one, equally likely events. Equally likely events. Two events are said to be equally likely if they have equal chance of occurrence. If they have equal chance of occurrence, that is called equally likely event. See, in a tossing a coins, appearance of head and tail are equally likely. When we tossing a coin, what will come? Whether head will come or tail will come. Therefore, equal, there is an equal number of chances is called a equally likely events. Next one, mutually independent event. What is called mutually independent? Two or more events are said to be independent if the occurrence of one event does not affect the occurrence of the other event. So that is called mutually independent event. Okay. So the next definition is nothing but called this very, very important one. That is a mathematical or classical definition. Mathematical definition or classical definition of probability. What is called the classical definition of probability? Let small n be the total number of cases and small m be the number of favorable cases. N be the total number of cases, m be the favorable number of cases. So probability, that is P of E, probability of the event E is denoted by P of E is equal to number of favorable cases by total number of cases. That is M by N. Okay. And so in this probability, the letter P denotes the probability of success. P denotes success and Q denotes failure. So success plus failure is equal to 1. That is total probability is always equal to 1. P plus Q is equal to 1. And see the notes. For these are some hints. The probability cannot be negative. The probability values cannot be negative. It always should be positive. And the probability of sure event is 1. Probability of sure event is 1. And the values for the P and Q always lies between 0 to 1. Therefore, the P lies between 0 to 1 and Q lies between 0 to 1. For these are the conditions for the probability. Right. See the first example. Let us see some small, some simple examples for the simple problems in the probability. Sometimes these problems will be asked for 2 marks or sometimes in 5 marks. For detail, once short means it will be asked for the 5 marks also. See the first one. Find the probability of getting a tail in a toss of a coin. Find the probability of getting a tail in a toss of a coin. Suppose when we toss a coin, what is the outcome? Head or tail? So, what is the total outcome? Total sample space is 2. When we toss a coin, we get only 2 sample space, that is head or tail. So, total sample space n is equal to 2. Small n is equal to 2. But in this probability, what is our favorable cases? Probability of getting a tail is the favorable cases. So, when we toss a coin, we get the tail means what is the probability? 1. Okay, so what is the probability? Probability is nothing but P of E is equal to number of favorable cases by total number of event. Number of favorable cases is 1. Total number of event is equal to 2. Therefore, probability is equal to 1 by 2. See the next sum. Find the probability of getting 4 in a throw of a die. So, when a die is thrown, what is the sample? What is the total number of event? 6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, what is the probability of getting 4? Getting 4 in a die means that is getting 4. Getting 4 means we have to get the face 4. 4 in the face விழணும். 4 in the face எப்படி விழும்? That is outcome is 1. 4 விழுந்தா our outcome வந்து 1. Okay. So 1 by total event is nothing but 6. So 1 by 6. Therefore probability is equal to number of favorable events by total number of events, that is 1 by 6. Next one. What is the probability of throwing? Subdivision number 1. Subdivision number A வந்து 1. B an even number. C an odd number less than 3 with an ordinary die. When a die is thrown, what is the, one die is thrown, what is the sample space? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, n is equal to 6. First problem is probability of getting 1. Probability of getting a number 1. So, getting a number 1 means what is the probability? 1 by 6. That is favorable cases is 1 divided by total number of event is 6. So, 1 by 6. And second one, getting an even number. So out of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what are the even numbers? 2, 4 and 6 are even numbers. Okay. So the even numbers are 2, 4, 6 means what are the favorable events? How many numbers? 3 numbers. So what favorable cases is 3. 3 divided by total event is 6. So 3 by 6 is nothing but 1 by 2. That's answers for the second subdivision. And then for third one, what is the probability of getting an odd number but it is less than 1? Odd number less than 3. So what are the odd numbers in this probability? The odd numbers are 1, 3, 5. For these are the odd numbers 1, 3, 5. But what is the condition is given? The number is less than 3. Odd number less than 3 is 1. Okay, so probability is nothing but 1 by 6. Clear, girls? Okay. Find the next sum. Find the probability of getting a spade, a queen in a pack of 52 cards. Okay. From in a pack of 52 cards, totally how many cards? 52 cards. So, n is equal to 52. The first subdivision is, we have to find a spade card. So, totally how many spade card in a pack of cards? 13 spades. So, the probability is nothing but 13 by 52. Okay. Next one, second subdivision is when we get a queen card. So in a pack of 52 cards, totally how many queens are there? 4 queens. That is spade. In spade there is 1 queen. In clever there is 1 queen. In heartin there is 1 queen. And in diamond there is 1 queen. So in 4 categories there is 1 queen. So totally how many queens in a pack of cards? 4 queens. Okay. So 4 by 52. Therefore, probability is 4 by 52. See the next sum. What is the probability of getting a black card in a pack of 52 cards? Black card. So in a pack of 52 cards, n is equal to 52. So totally how many black cards? There are 26 black cards. That is 13 spade plus 13 clever. So both spade and clever are black cards. So 13 plus 13 is equal to 26. So 26 black cards. So probability is equal to 26 by 52 is nothing but 1 by 2. See the sixth sum. A bag contains 5 red and 6 green balls. 5 red balls and 6 green balls. Find the probability of drawing a green ball. So totally how many balls in a bag? 5 plus 6. 5 plus 6 is equal to total number of balls is equal to 11. That is n is equal to 11. And what is our favorable case? Getting a green ball. So how many green ball is there? 6. Therefore probability is equal to 6 by 11. Right. Seventh sum. What is the probability of throwing a 8 with 2 dice? When 1 dice are thrown, the sample space is 6. But here in this problem, with 2 dice, there are 2 dice are throwing. 2 dice are thrown means the sample space is 36. The sample space is 36. In our lower classes, I think in 9th or 10th, we all learned probability. So in this case, there is a sample space of 2 dice. What are the sample space? 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, etc. 1, 6. And then 2, 1, 2, 2, etc. 2, 6. 3, 1, 3, 2, etc. 3, 6. 4, 1, 4, 2, etc. 4, 6. 5, 1, 5, 2, etc. 5, 6. And 6, 1, 6, 2, etc. 6, 6. So these are the sample space when 2 dice are thrown. So total sample n is equal to 36. So when 2 dice are thrown, the following ways of getting 8. So what is our favorable cases? Getting 8. So getting 8 means what are the favorable cases? 2, 6. That is 2 plus 6 is 8. And second one 6, 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then next case is 3, 5. 3 plus 5, 8. And then 5 plus 3, 4 plus 4. So total how many possibilities? 5 possibilities. So the probability is nothing but 5 by 36. Right. Next sum. A bag contains 5 white, 7 red, 6 black balls. 5 white, 7 red, 6 black balls. 2 balls are drawn at random. You have to draw 2 balls. What is the probability of both will be red? So first find total number of balls. How many balls in there? 5 plus 7 plus 6 is equal to 18 balls. So out of 18 balls, you have to take 2 balls. Out of 18 balls, we have to take 2 balls. So number of ways of drawing 2 balls is nothing but 18C2. That is a combination. C is nothing but combination. We have to, out of 18 balls, we have to take 2 balls. That is 18C2. So 18C2 can be explained as 18 into 17 by 2 into 1. 18C2 is nothing but 18 into 17 by 2 into 1. So we get the answer is 153. So that is nothing but n. And what is our favorable cases? Number of ways in which the 2 balls will be a red. So we have to take 2 balls. But what is the, again the favorable cases are given. The 2 balls will be a red ball. So first say how many red balls in this problem? 7 red balls. So out of 7 you have to take 2 balls. So our favorable cases is 7C2. So 7C2 is nothing but 7 into 6 by 2 into 1. 7 into 6 divided by 2 into 1. We get the answer is 21. Therefore probability is equal to 21 by 153, that is 0.134. Right. Next sum. What is the probability of having 1 jack and 1 ace? What is the probability of having 1 jack and 1 ace? When 2 cards are drawn from a pack of 52 cards. Okay. So from a pack of 52 cards, we have to draw 2 cards. So out of 52, you have to take 2. That is 52C2. So 52C2 is nothing but 52 into 51 by 1 into 2. That is the answer is 1326. So from the 2 cards, we have to take 1. When 2 cards are drawn from pack, that is, what is the probability of having 1 jack and 1 ace? The number of ace in which 1 jack can be drawn. Totally how many jack in a pack of 52 cards? 4 jack. So out of 4 jack, we have to take 1 jack. That is 4C1. 4C1 is equal to 4. And next one, out of ace, we have to take 1 ace. That is how many ace? 4 ace. So again 4C1 is equal to 4. So number of favorable cases is nothing but 1 jack into 1 ace. That is 4 into 4 is equal to 16. Therefore, probability of E is equal to 16 divided by 1326. We get 8 by 663. You can write in a decimal or write in a fraction. No problem. That is the next sum, the last sum. What is the probability that 4 cards taken from a full pack, 2 will be black and 2 will be red? Okay. So 4 cards taken from 52 cards. So 52C4. 52C4. And then next one, what is the number of ways in which 2 will be red and 2 will be black? Totally how many red in a pack of cards? 26 red. So 26C2. And how many black? 26 black. 26C2. Therefore probability is equal to 26C2 into 26C2 by 52C4. So okay. After finding the explanation, after giving the explanation, we get the answer. Okay, or just leave as it is, no problem. Okay students, so just go through all the 10 problems and all the definitions. The probability is very easy and important chapter, students. So please go through the definitions, properties and all the 2 marks. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I will clear your doubts. Right students? Thank you.